This minor league team is reminded that the eyes of the organization are keeping tabs on them.
MLB The Show's tour of the minor leagues continues as we make a stop in the 16-team Pacific Coast League. Tonight, the first of this 4-game weekend set between the Iowa Cubs and the New Orleans Baby Cakes. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Adam Conley, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, one of the strengths of this guy is handling right-handed hitters. Right-handers coming into this game are hitting under 250 against this guy, so he's doing a lot of things right when the right-handers step into the batter's box.
Digging in, Steve Cook. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Third baseman, Steve Cook.
First offering on its way. Nope. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Fellas, our visiting team as they take the field after a scoreless top half. They've been playing better than 500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this team needs to keep their focus. Short road trips have a tendency to sneak up on you. Next thing you know, you drop 2 or 3 games and then you're back in your home ballpark. They have to find a way to go out there and execute all facets of the game and squeak a few of these wins out.
With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. Giro, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Yeah, Matty, this lineup has struggled to score runs the last couple games. Last 3 to 4 games to be exact. They're going to have to manufacture it in a different way. Can't wait for that 2-3 run homer. They're going to have to get guys on base, put the defense on their heels a little.
Digging in, Steve Cook. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pitches away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll go now to the top of the third. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Steve Cook. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Maybe getting a little jumpy in the box, so he steps out and asks for time. First offering on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Lifted in the air out to center field. Mercado has it in his tracks. He makes the play. Runner tags and hits for third. The relay, and he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with 1 gone.
We'll see if moving up to third pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go for third, but now he can score a lot.
Coming to the plate now, Eddie Martinez. He flew out in his last at-bat. The 1-2. Lifted in the air out to left. Riddle is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. So no runs here on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. The 5, 6, and 7 slots due up. And the next batter will be Mike Freeman as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Swing and a ground ball to third. Thought about coming home, but he'll go to first instead. Throw on to first to be in time, but meanwhile the lead shrinks to 1 here on the RBI ground ball.
A simple ground ball to the infield, but the run does come home from third, and they cut their deficit.
So striding in, Oscar Mercado, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Now a bunt attempt here. And he tries the bare hand but can't make the play, and now everybody's safe. And that'll plate the tying run from third as we've got ourselves a brand new ball game now. So credit him with an RBI as he really caught him by surprise there by dropping that down. Leading off the inning, Steve Cook, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by one. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now.
Nope.
That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2. And if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
Smoked on the ground up the middle to his right, Freeman. And there's one down now. So stepping in, Steve Cook. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Up around the face.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Tough slider that just catches the corner for a strike. Adames aboard here at first with nobody out. And that one just missed outside. The 2-1 home. Hit in the air out to right. Moving under it, Martinez. 1 away.
Well, that's just a great job of battling on the road. They fought all the way to the end, took the lead in the top of the 9th, and secured the W in the bottom half. That's a great team win.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Iowa came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Number 46 wins in relief for the 8th time this year. Anthony Bass wraps it up for the save, his 37th of the year. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score, first for the victorious Iowa Cubs. 4 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 20 runners on base.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight, game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Iowa Cubs and the New Orleans Baby Cakes. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Caleb Smith, a Texas-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy's had a real solid season up to this point. ERA under 3.5, which is saying something in these high-scoring games we see now in the game of baseball. This guy knows how to pitch, and if he's on, he knows how to minimize the damage. He'll be fun to watch in this one.
Stepping up to the plate, Steve Cook. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First offering on its way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Martinez is right there, and it's a very quick out number one. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
Matty, this lineup's got to be willing to adjust. They cannot stay staunch and try and pull everything, or there will be a ton of ground ball and weak fly ball contact. They have to be willing to use.
Striding in, Eddie Martinez. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Martinez.
The 1-2. Grounder down the line at third. A dive, but he can't make the play, and it's down the left field line. The throw into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So 1 run on 2 hits, with the big blow being the home run. No errors and no one left. So here now is the pitcher, Ryan Williams, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. 1 out, nobody on. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. So the lineup card turns over with 1 away following the base hit out of the pitcher's spot. Striding in once again, Steve Cook. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Hit in the air out to center field. Mercado moves over, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Conklin. He singled his last time up.
Chris Conklin.
Hit to third. Played on the backhand. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Steve Cook. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Here's the first pitch to him. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Backhanded. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
Hey, D-Roll, that's great hustle out of the box right there. The shortstop has to go deep in a hole to make the play, but he was thinking base hit as soon as he made contact.
Yeah, perfect placement right there. He's definitely rewarded for it right there. Nice play by the shortstop. There's not much you can do. You can either plant that right foot and try and come unglued with a throw to first base. You can use the Derek Jeter, try and jump throw, but I didn't think he was going to.
1-1, here it is. Runner goes for second. Line down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. Coming down in buckets. Cats and dogs. Signs of relief.
Total agreement, Ned.
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him.
Well, he's really been good all game long until that one. He was definitely not trying to hit a guy when he's got 2 strikes on him. It just appeared that it got away from it.
Ready for another chance? JT Realmuto. And he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet, and I can't anticipate this going on very much longer. Not what you expect from your three-hole hitter when the first two guys get on base. That's pretty deflating. But now we'll see if the cleanup guy can still pick up the runner at third.
Now batting, first baseman, Kyle Jensen.
Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. And the recovery will be in time. He's out at the plate. And a costly decision to try for it there, as all of a sudden the inning is now over. Seventh inning coming up. The I-Cubs are out in front, 2-0. Ready for another shot now, Eddie Martinez. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet. So this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. A bouncer to the left side. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. No runs, a hit, 2 left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Steve Cook. And Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Now a snap move over to first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. From the belt, the pitch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Hit to short. Scooped up. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. We've played 8 full. Ready once again, Mike Freeman. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. High pop-up. Cook camps under it, and he's got it for route number 2.
Yeah, and they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never guaranteed in this game, so you have to appreciate it when it comes.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. Iowa took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Ryan Williams earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Caleb Smith pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Anthony Bass closes the door for the save, number 38. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score, first for the victorious Iowa Cubs, 2 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 12 men on.
Now on your home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show has coverage from the AAA Pacific Coast League. Tonight it's the third of this 4-game weekend series between the Iowa Cubs and the New Orleans Baby Cakes. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Number 70 will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
Digging in now, Taylor Davis, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The 1-1. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Yeah, Matty, the one thing that jumps out at me is the fact that this team just does not drive the baseball. Last in slugging percentage. You can chalk a little bit of it up to their ballpark, but the bottom line is this will eventually catch up with them. They have to.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Steve Cook. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They've been hot of late, winners in 4 straight.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does his team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Martinez sprinting after it, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier. A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1 error in the inning, but it doesn't hurt him. On now to the top half of inning number 2. Leading off the inning, Steve Cook, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And it's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, right there. It's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
On the ground to third. Coughlin takes it in. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Digging in and looking for more, Eddie Martinez. He singled his last time up.
Eddie Martinez.
To third, reined in to second for 1, on to first, and they get the double play.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out, but the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a run.
At the plate, Steve Cook. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit back up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a one-out base hit.
That a boy, way to
Boy, dear, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2. Ground ball right side. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
Hey, there's a base hit right there. Now they have a couple of runners on with less than 2 outs, but they're down by so much in this game that hopefully maybe they can get something started here in this inning.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. I played the game a long time. I've never seen a big league hitter give an at-bat away, you chip away and fight until that 27th out is made.
High in the air down the right field line. Martinez on the move. On the warning track, he makes the catch. In now, number 4. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Number 4.
And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Whoa, he looks a little frustrated out there, and I don't blame him. He gives up a couple of hits early in the inning, and then he plunks this guy. He's fighting himself a little bit, so they might want to head out to the mound and try to calm him down.
Digging in once again, John Norwood. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Cook at third, Harrison at first, 2 out in the inning. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
I think he's pitched better than anyone really expected in this one. He's done a real nice job, but someone's going to make him pay if he puts too many more pitches in that location.
Working on hanging another 0, the pitch. Shot towards first. Fielded cleanly. Throw in time, so a good pitch there gets him out of the bases loaded jam. So they pick up no runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and they leave into the box now. Young. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. 2 out, nobody on. A swing and a ground ball to third. Cook. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. Coming to the plate now, Steve Cook. And their runners at the corners now.
Cook.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. The 1-0 home. Line to the right side. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Stepping up now, Mike Freeman. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Mike Freeman.
And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Fields it cleanly. And the throw to first will be in time, so they stamp out the bunt attempt.
Well, you know, he had a good idea right there. The infield was playing back, but it's not going to work out for him this time. That's a nice play to react, and they take care of him at first. Wow, a 9-out save. That's 3 full innings. You don't see that very often these days. It's awfully nice to have a guy in the back end of your bullpen that can pitch that kind of work.
And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. Iowa jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Number 73 earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Number 70 couldn't get out of the first in this one as he takes the loss. Number 21 takes the rare 3-inning save, his first of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score, first for the victorious Iowa Cubs, 6 runs, 15 hits, 2 errors.
And we'll welcome you into our ball game as we find ourselves with the bases empty and nobody out in the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Steve Cook. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Wow, I think the heart of this system is right on top of us because it is really coming down out there. This isn't an easy sport to play in the rain.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Wow, this one bounces off the pitcher. Safe at first. A good effort to recover there, and he almost made the play, but that's a base hit.
Hey, that's a heck of an approach right there. Leadoff single in the late innings. Team's down a little bit. Let's see if this ends up being a huge turning point in this one.
Now batting.
Throw over to first, and the runner back.
Ortega.
And again a throw and a dive, but he's back in. And now they've got him picked off. Tag, and he's out as he can't get back in time.
So much for that leadoff single. That was a good move and a pretty quick tag by the first baseman, and it's like the hit never even happened.
Guerrero enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
You can just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
And the score finishes 4-1 today. The Iowa Cubs jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Alex Lang earned his 5th win of the year. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
Our final line score, first for the victorious